This program provides education, not advice. Sponsors pay a fee for endorsements and interviews. See the truthayf.com disclosure page for details.
This is where technology, innovation, and personal finance come together.
This is the truth about your future with Rick Edelman.
It's Monday, January 8th, and I'm out here in Las Vegas for CES, the Consumer Electronics Show. It's the biggest event of its kind in the world, 2.5 million square feet of exhibit space across 12 hotels, plus the Las Vegas Convention Center. 4,200 exhibitors. 60% of the Fortune 500 is here. 130,000 attendees from 150 countries. There are 250 seminars this week, 1,000 speakers. But here's the statistic that might surprise you the most about the CES show. The Consumer Technology Association, which sponsors the Consumer Electronics Show, this year is celebrating its 100th anniversary. Yeah, consumer tech has been going on for centuries. It's not new. We've always been thinking technology is something recent. No, we've been innovating and creating for centuries. And right now, it's as exciting as ever, as you know. Here this year at CES, there are 44 different technology categories: 5G, AI, blockchain, car audio, digital health, drones, family and lifestyle, fintech, food tech, gaming and esports, home entertainment, home office hardware, investing tech, quantum computing, robotics, space technology, sports technology, travel and tourism, vehicle tech, video tech, wellness tech. I'm going to be bringing to you highlights from all of it this week. So far, I've already walked 2.5 miles in a day, and I have a feeling it's just getting started. Let me share with you just a few of the companies that I stumbled upon at the very first day here at CES. First is a company called Holotech. Holograms are the next generation in digital media. This company uses spatial computing that captures three-dimensional spaces and the exact dimensions. It does this with accurately portraying location or the performance of real people, turning it into 3D data that can be displayed in a VR or AR environment, virtual reality or augmented reality. Now, you're familiar with holograms. You've seen them very often, but here's what's different about this company. Holotech has created the easiest hologram solution ever. You don't need any gear or any hardware. You don't need those big fat eye goggles that you put on. You don't have to have a specially designed room. It works just like Zoom. You just download the app to your phone or to your desktop or to your laptop, and you join a meeting, just like you do on a Zoom call. The app streams high-quality holograms over the internet using 4G. You don't even need 5G. Pretty amazing stuff. Here's another idea. When you watch TV, do you have to turn up the volume? And even when you do that, is it still hard for you to understand what the actors are saying? Or do you find that you are turning up the volume so loud that your spouse starts to yell at you for making it too noisy? Like that never happens in my house. Well, here's a company called SoundFun. They make a new speaker called the Mirai speaker. It's a new TV soundbar. Now, there are a lot of TV soundbars on the market. You may, in fact, own one. And it's a long, narrow, straight strip that goes either under your TV or right in front of it, right? Well, this soundbar is different because it produces curved sound. The soundbar itself is curved. It's not straight. And so being curved, it produces sound waves that are curved. This allows for clear hearing even when you're far away from the screen without you having to turn up the volume. You just connect this soundbar to the audio output of your TV. It just takes seconds to install. They've already sold 200,000 of these things in Japan. They just started selling them in the US. You can buy it on Amazon for $299. Here's another company called Interholdings. We throw away about 1/3 of the food that we produce in this world, mostly because the food goes bad before we're able to eat it. Now this company, Interholdings, they use vacuum technology so that your food stays fresher longer. Wine stays good for 6 months after you open the bottle. Milk stays fresh for a month, not a week. By eliminating waste, we help the environment. We can feed more people without having to produce more food. And now check this out. There's a company that is now creating music that reduces stress and anxiety. It's the world's first scientifically proven music, they say, through joint research with professors and doctors. Timeless music using a patent-pending music composition program. But this music is not designed to lower your stress. It's created to lower the stress of your dog. Yeah, the company says that dogs suffer from separation anxiety very often, and this music, they say, relaxes your dog just by listening to it. You download the app for $8 a month. And then there's a company called Thermolytica. They make a super insulation material called TISA. See, the problem with insulation is that it's really very bulky, as you know if you've ever messed with the insulation in your attic. And that insulation has limited uses. The insulation we use to keep things cool is different from the insulation we use to keep things hot. This new super insulation material is just a very thin film, 300 nanometers thick. It's as thin as a piece of film, and you can use it for everything from home insulation to spacecraft. And in 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you of a new product that's straight out of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
The Truth About Your Future with Rick Edelman is brought to you by Schwab. You want control of your financial future, and Schwab knows that. That's why when it comes to managing your wealth, Schwab gives you more choices, like full-service wealth management and advice when you need it most. You can also invest on your own and trade on Thinkorswim, the powerful award-winning trading platforms. Plus, you'll get low costs, transparent pricing, and 24/7 live help. Because Schwab understands it's your financial journey, and they believe you should have choices in how you invest. Visit schwab.com to learn more.
Hey, you remember Geordi LaForge from Star Trek TNG? Well, the visor that he wore is now real. It's called the Vixion 01. It's autofocus eyewear. You wear this pair of eyeglasses, kind of looks like Geordi LaForge used to wear, and it automatically adjusts the focus. You can look at an extreme close-up, almost like magnifying glasses, but you can also instantaneously look at something that is hundreds of yards away. You don't need a different pair of glasses for reading versus driving, whether you're farsighted or nearsighted. The autofocus solves the problem. Lightweight, the battery lasts for 10 hours. Pretty cool tech. And all of this was just part of the first day of my wanderings here at the Consumer Electronics Show. The links are in today's show notes. Tomorrow, I'll bring you some more cool stuff from CES. See you then.
The information you need to plan for the tomorrow you want.
This is The Truth About Your Future with Rick Edelman.